Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Shut Door. Door should have come back to episode 40 of Direwolf20's 1.19 Modpack, and today we are actually going to be continuing on with auto crafting stuff. So, one of the things that I wanted to look at real quick is a crafting card. I'm not 100% sure if this is what I'm thinking it is, but if it is, that is fantastic. So, we're going to grab a level emitter, and we're going to grab a cable. And then we're actually going to grab a processor. One of these, doesn't matter. And I'm actually going to be a bit strange and attach this to the back of one of these. So I guess I don't need cable. So logic, I'm looking for logic. So logic. Oh, so there's this one. I just read the first word. That was my mistake. Anyway, so we're going to put this here. And we're going to grab a crafting card. I don't think this is going to work the way I'm thinking, but that's okay. Alright, so let's just grab this. And what I was thinking this would work like is... Oh. Emit redstone while item is crafting. Emit redstone to craft item. Okay, so this is not what I'm thinking. Alright, so what I think with that is we're going to do something similar, but we're going to use an interface. Where is... network tool right there. All right, so let's pop this off because I don't feel like taking out this cable. Nope. Where? It was a network tool a second ago. Anyway, so shift right click with that, and we're gonna grab an interface. I'm actually just gonna do just the facade interface, and I'm actually gonna put a crafting card in here. I don't know if this is gonna work. No, I don't think this would work the way I'm thinking. Alright, what else can this be used on? Interface, export bus, level emitter. Alright, so basically what I want to do, and I'm just going to show you this, is crafting card processor. So for example, this, one of these, so just do this, right? Set. And I don't know how this works. So for example, now if we grab a, like a drawer, I guess. We'd have to have a storage bus for each one of these, but I was kind of just curious if this would actually even work. Because right now it actually doesn't look like it's working. I don't know. That's just something I was thinking about. I want to know if there's a way to like request all of this stuff, right? So, requester. There's an ME requester. Automatically keeps items and fluid in stock by requesting new crafts when needed. It has to be connected to an ME network. Okay, so this is perfect. This is what I need. Haha. I thought we had something like this in the pack. Alright, so I want that kind of interface. So let's actually auto-craft that. Because this will work significantly. Alright, so let's go this. Hope we need more patterns. Let me actually quickly just get rid of some of this stuff here. Alright, so patterns. There we go. That should be good. Alright, and then let's craft this. I'm also glad that AE2 doesn't have, like, the quartz enriched iron. It just kind of adds an unnecessary step, in my opinion. And this just makes it so much quicker. All right, so requester. All right, that's all the stuff we have access to here. So let's just throw this in here. If we run out of amethyst, oh well. So I just want 4 of these. I don't know how they work. There's also like a requester terminal. No idea what that's about. Well, let's see here. So I want to put this here, 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 and here. And then, okay, so these actually have a list. So 64. All right, but I'm gonna use this for individual right now. So logic. So I actually just want all of the processors. So I guess I only need 3 of these, but that's okay. And now you are missing channels. Okay, there. All right, so I don't have enough channels on this line to do this, apparently. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, they're all 8's being used. Actually, this has got 8 because there's 2 back here. We're gonna keep running into this issue. I know this. So let's actually go dense cable here. Try to get this problem solved a little bit. If I can actually place it properly. Oh, no, that just looks high to me, but that's not high. All right, so dense. So that should give us at least another channel or 2. So if we do this. All right, that should hopefully remedy that for a second. But honestly, if I wanted to, I could just do this. Use one of these for all the processors. Just because I want to have these on stock. So here we'll do 64. Submit changes. And then the batch size, I guess, is 64. So you just want to craft 64 at a time. Right? So I hope that doesn't... I hope that's the way I'm thinking of it. I hope that's proper. Okay, so that is going to be an issue. But that's okay. So 64, 64, submit. And then that way that's always on back order, basically. So we don't have to auto-craft these. They'll just be in the system. We'll do this for formation and annihilation cores. And that way we'll always have some on hand. That sounds like a perfect idea. And we could also do this most likely with mechanisms enrichment stuff as well if we really wanted to. So let's go for... Let's actually type this in before we throw this in here. So 64, 64, start. And then we're actually going to toss in everything but those. So 64, 64, set. So there's that, right? We have all of those. And then, of course, formation. Yeah, let's actually craft up a formation core. Might take a second. There it goes. And then let's actually keep 32 of these on hand. Please enter a number or mathematical expression. That's interesting. You can actually add that. All right, so 32 and 32 of those. which those should just auto or should just craft. Those aren't anything fancy. And then, oh, so we actually have Fluix crystal stuff being made as well. And then Annihilation. So we actually want 64, 60, or no, 32 and 32. I ain't too worried about these ones. And, okay, so that's the last row we have there. All right, so I actually want to do here. Actually, I'm just going to keep them right here. So we should still have all of the channels needed to do everything, hopefully. All right, so let's go for Fluix crystals. So Fluix crystals, I always want to have at least 500. That sounds like a really weird amount, but we use a lot of these, in all honesty, so we'll do that. And that should just start sending the crafting, right? All right, and then also Fluix dust. We'll want to craft up some of this, which we always want to keep at least 64 in the system. I don't know if these are good numbers, but we're gonna shoot for it and we're gonna see if this will work for us, right? Let's just throw some of this stuff in here. And I guess we don't need these other ones for right now as well. So that's awesome. We have all this stuff crafting up, right? So we've got a little bit of automation going to not have to worry about stuff being in the system. It looks like we have 112 of those. Holy cow! I think that's a little much. So let's actually drop this down to 1 on every one of these. Well, the problem is doing this is going to cause an issue where it's going to keep sending requests. And I don't know if that's going to be an issue, but that's okay. We'll see. And this is still just going. It's still cruising. Looks like it's on its last little bit, maybe. I doubt it. No, it looks like it is. I really enjoy this, this system. It's really cool. All right, we should get our last bit of Fluix. That turns itself off. Oh no, it's only sending 64 at a time. All right, that's okay. We'll let that go. It probably got a little bit more because now we have the Fluix dust, but that's all right. So let's get the Metallurgic Infuser stuff going. That's the next bit of business that I want to deal with. So we're actually going to grab some chests here. And we're going to name 4 of these. So carbon, which is going to be our first one. Redstone, which is going to be our second one. Then we got diamond. And then we've got our obsidian. Reinforced obsidian. Let's just do There we go. Reinforced obsidian. Just to emphasize that. And what I'm thinking is right here, we are going to basically put these things. We're going to use laser IO to actually make this a little bit simpler. Because last season, I made this way more complicated than it needed to be with actually getting stuff inside of these. So let's do this. So infusing factories all along here. And then under here, we're actually going to create a little room. I guess just not really like a room, but I mean like an area where we can actually work here. Because we're going to need to put power and everything here as well, so let's just keep that in mind. Alright, so redstone, carbon, that is not what I wanted. And I'm pretty sure both of these just got unnamed, right? No, they actually kept their name. That's kind of strange. So redstone, carbon, diamond, and then reinforced obsidian. All right. So with laser IO, what we should be able to do here is basically do what I did with the smithing table. We need actual glass panes here. Need to teach the system how to make glass panes sooner or later. All right, laser IO. Actually, do I have any of this stuff on me? I know I have stuff in this bag. I just kind of forget about it. All right, so 4 of these bad boys. And we're going to need pattern providers as well, or pattern terminals, whatever they're called, these things. We're just going to put them right here for right now. So now what we need to do is actually grab 2 items. No, is it 2 or is it 4 item cards per each one of these? Because you need to pull from the chest. Let's just grab 4. All right, so let's try this with redstone here. So basically, down is going to be. Let's see. Before I do that, let's actually also grab basic filters. Let's grab a couple sets of those. So down, we're going to extract on the east side. So down this, the direction is east. I guess, no, this one wouldn't be that important. So channel 1, filter red or enriched redstone. Maybe. It's just going to take its time because I still don't have speed upgrades, but that's all right. So down, extract enriched redstone. And actually, I guess we do need that on the eastern direction. Eastern. Yep, there we go. East. And then insert up on the orange channel. I believe that's correct. I actually can't see this, which is kind of annoying. And then down, insert here, extract channel 2. And then here on the bottom, channel 2 will just insert. So what this should do is input and output, and then on the back, extra. Right? So that should be what I want. Keyword should be. I guess we also need an extract thing here. So looks like we'll actually need several item cards, but this should all be done with one laser node. So up, this, extract, and then of course overclockers. So overclock. I'm pretty sure I have some of them in here as well, but that's fine. So here, here, and here. And I think that should be golden. Down, insert. Let's try this. So let's actually grab some infused alloy. So infused alloy. Recipe, this. Get rid of this. Do this. And we'll need iron. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That. Let's try this. We'll also need to connect this to the system. So cable. That line's still here, by the way. I just cut it back a little. All right, so infused alloy. 10. Let's just do 1. Whatever. All right, this did nothing. There it goes. It just took a second. So we got that going in. All right, so I figured up. All right, so where's this one at? This is not the right one. This is the right one. So orange tier. So insert on the east direction. Okay, that's what I needed. All right, that works. And then we should process 8 of these. Of course, we don't have any actual power going to these. Which may or may not be an issue. And we're just going to run this here. That should work, right? None in there. All right, so we have that issue now where we're getting infused alloy in here. So it pops and then it goes back in. So we need an interface to actually extract out of this, or import bus. So let's see here. So down, insert this blacklist infused alloy. That should solve that issue of it just immediately popping back, right? And then import bus. We'll need to go to the underside of this. Cable. Infused alloy. We need more cable. All right, and then we need capacity. So we actually want 3 of these, I believe. To fill out that. I guess it's just 2. And then acceleration. So that should be a complete in redstone one. Of course, we'll need to put some more recipes in here, but for now, that's awesome. All right, so infused. Let's just do a cycle of 10. And we should see 2 sets, not just 1. So let me actually fix this pattern then. Let's see. Infused alloy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so let's just clear this pattern. Shift right click with that. All right. And let's grab some speed upgrades. Can I actually craft these yet? No, I should be able to. Perfect. I also need energy upgrades. So energy. Also, let's get out of that mode. So energy upgrades, which is actually going to require pulverized gold, which for some reason I can't just pulverize normal gold. Gold dust, not fust. All right, so for some reason, that is not a thing, so I will need a crusher. That is fine. Kind of annoying, but that's fine. All right, let's grab some buckets. All right, so crusher. Steel casing. There we go. And then we'll go back down to main. Get rid of that block. There. And then, of course, a pattern provider. And that should be everything we need for this one. Alright, so then we can make gold dust. I'm not going to upgrade that one just yet because I don't really think there's a point. So gold dust, crusher, this, that, there. Alright. So now what we should be able to do is get an energy upgrade, which I think didn't I just craft that? Yeah, it's in my inventory still. Alright, so energy. So we actually basically want 10. So let's go for 16. 42, I think. So we're going to use these for these machines first. That's going to take a second to get those. So speed. I'm going to need a bit more speed as well. Let me get all these upgrades and I'll be back. Alright, so quickly I'm working on automating steel a little bit. This is not going to be like a full-blown steel production system, but basically what happens is we have enriched iron that can never be pulled out, and so it just continuously cycles from iron ingots to enriched iron, and then is sent over here to the smelting factory to become smelted. Of course, that went by. So if I actually do 10 of these, let's go 12. You can see that in a second here, we'll have a little bit more steel. It's crafting, it's going. Perfect. All right, so the steel is done. I'm kind of just working on these one at a time. Actually, real quick before I forget. I forgot to do this one, which is the basic control circuit, which is kind of the other recipe that we need to worry about. Osmium. Let's see, so we just need 7. Throw that on top here, and then basic. Oop. Didn't mean to do that, dang it. Wait, so I can actually do... Huh. I don't 100% know what's happening with that, but that's okay. Maybe I'm just completely doing something wrong with clicking. Alright, then we get rid of that. Redstone. Enriched right here, and then basic. There we go. Do that, do that. And this one actually should already be set up for this, by the way, because I was filtering stuff. Yeah. Alright, and I also went ahead and made the whole system reliant on this dense cable, so that way we're not running out of channels, because each one of these requires an import bus, as I showed you earlier. They're all on the bottom side. So that's cool. Alright, so now we can actually get a basic control circuit, which is, let's just craft up 32 of these. Should just see them crafting here. No problems. Everything has speed upgrades. Okay, so there's a problem. And I remember why. So these actually require 2 per. I forgot about that. I can only do half of this. So let's toss this back in here and do 4 and 4. Yep, I forget that's like the one weird component in here. So let's take this out. We'll just need to go cancel that crafting operation as well. Alright. But yeah, I'm going to keep working on this stuff. There's not a whole lot to really mess around with, in all honesty. Just kind of continuously repetitiveness, because I'm going to do this on these as well. One of the things that we will sooner or later, of course, craft is the infused... what is it called? alloys. There is the reinforced alloy, which is the diamond, and also the atomic, which is the reinforced and reinforced alloy and refined obsidian. Of course, the enriched obsidian is something we're going to look into. Did I set that up? Yes. So we'll have the ability to basically just kind of skip through mechanism, and we don't have to do any of this manually. Of course, we're going to have to manually put the patterns and everything in here and get all the item cards and stuff set up. But for now, that is going to be super, super fun. I'm going to do this all off camera. I'm going to get the rest of this stuff. I think that should be like our conclusion to automating this machine set. Probably getting everything upgraded is our next, because of course if we want to, we can actually grab mechanisms tiers, which has the advanced tier or the ultimate tier. Well, advanced, elite, and ultimate. I think these are on basic, so we'd want to get them to advanced, elite, and then ultimate, which is of course atomic alloys, ultimate control circuits, elite control circuits, advanced control circuits. All of that stuff is auto crafting. So with that, we're going to wrap up this episode. I know these episodes really just have kind of been a little boring. I'm enjoying it, but I know that this is kind of just not something a lot of people want to watch, which I'm sorry. We will get into Britannia most likely soon. There's a few more things that I think we want to automate before that. And that is the end of this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay awesome, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye-bye!